It's day 7. On this video, we get visited by a large pod of dolphins, and we see the most spectacular sunset of the trip. We were still making good time, and if you'd like access to our live tracker, you can become a patron. It is time to make water with our Rain Man water maker. Let's see how we can if we can do it underway. Gosh, like that again. What we're doing is just because the boat rocks. It's got an automatic oil low sensor, and it shuts the engine down. Last time we used it, we were rocking a little, and every time it would rock a certain way, it would get below that little level. So we put a little bit more oil in there. Hopefully it won't happen now. Just for safety's sake, since we're hanging out at the end of the boat here. Be okay there. Alright, so it's very important, you don't want any air to come into this line because that'll mess up the filter. So what we're going to do is tie the line to this. We're also going to attach this fishing weight. It's pretty heavy, I don't know, that's got to be 10 pounds. And we'll tie him down there, and this should sink this line, and we're going to tie it, this rope just shorter than this line is, so it's not going to be pulling on this, it'll be pulling on the rope, yet it'll hold the nozzle underwater deep enough where there won't be any bubbles. This works. Alright, so the high pressure hose, we hooked that up. And the brine water output. So it also comes with this extension, so that ought to be able to reach our water tank. And so it should be okay here. On this, you want to increase the pressure very slowly. It said you want to go to 800 psi, but you want to do it in like 2 minutes. Within mere moments, we were making fresh water. Oh, we've been running the water maker about an hour now, and I just put some gas in it to check. We were filling up the generator anyway, and I mean, I barely put any fuel in there at all. I barely used any fuel. That's pretty nice. Really efficient at making water. I think it's like 0.2 gallons an hour. And we brought 25 gallons of gasoline, and we're still on our first 5-gallon jug, and we got probably a third of that left. So fuel-wise, we're doing just fine. Diesel, we have 145, 150 gallons, and yeah, we still probably have 140 gallons, you know. Alright, that worked well. Now we ran it for 2 hours, filled up the one tank we used, which was like, I don't know, it's like 75 gallons or something, so pretty easy. Now we just kind of pack all this stuff away, and you know, we gotta use it once a week. I think that's about right. The Rain Man water maker worked really well. We filled up our whole tank. I'm not sure exactly how many gallons are in that tank. I think it's about 60 or 70 gallons. And we refilled that, and we refilled all our drinking water jugs. And it took about 2 hours. It's a bit noisy in the cockpit, but really not too bad for 2 hours, and you know, only gotta do that once a week. So not bad at all. I was impressed by how fast it made water. Even though we were close to 1,000 miles from land, it was still a lot of birds flying around.
And then I watched Thad get his fishing game on, so he actually caught 2 large fish. Ah, no! Reverse, reverse!
This is 400 yards.
Wow.
we take the sail down?
We're gonna lose all this line if we don't.
Okay.
It's gonna be, I mean, it's already gone by the time we get down.
Well, that's like 11 miles.
Yeah.
Wow. Now what?
Well, we caught a big one finally, but it was too big for us. I mean, it's hard to stop a sailboat in time. I mean, we put the motor on, put it in reverse, tried to slow us down, didn't work. So,
disappointing.
Yeah.
Very disappointing. 400 yards of 50 pound like that. Going.
400 yards?
400 yards.
So because these are the non-wash, non-refrigerated eggs, basically just once a week we turn them upside down. Oh gosh, I just broke one. As I was saying, about once a week we just have to rotate these things, so just leave them in their cartons. Try not to spill any. Day 7.
It's been a week since we saw dolphins.
Some little guys.
Yeah. They're getting super close.
It's almost makes up for earlier.
Well, considering we're like 900 miles from land, we're seeing a lot of life today. We saw dolphins earlier, and now you can't see it because it's like 4 miles out on the horizon there.
Almost 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 miles out there. There's a fishing boat, the Fuyu something. Fuyu Anyu?
Fuyu Anyu 871.
Fuyu Anyu.
Say that time.
Yeah, he's a 140-foot fishing boat. It's the first boat we've seen since we left Cabo, really. So this is day 7, and we haven't seen a boat since day 1. So I mean, we've seen a couple on AIS. This is the first one we've actually seen in person.
Visually.
Yeah, visually, yeah. So this clip is not color corrected or adjusted at all. That is simply how amazingly beautiful the sunset was.